So I was playing my favorite game, Cyberpunk 77, and that's when it kinda struck me. My game isn't as good as Cyberpunk 77. And honestly, I think I attribute it to the depth and complexity of the game's AI. What they've done is no small feat. They've greatly enhanced their crowd and community systems to create the most believable city in any open world game to date. Night City streets are bustling with crowds of people from all facets of life, all living their lives within a full day and night cycle. And that's honestly what I need in my game. Crowds of people to make sure that the player is fully immersed in the world of Planet Rhythm. Alright, I can't do this anymore. We're gonna add some pedestrians to the game.
I'm going to try something unusual here to kind of see if it works / if it even makes sense. Some of you will be familiar with particle systems. It's something that we use to make fuzzy objects or phenomena out of simple individual pieces, like rain or smoke or explosions. These individual pieces move separately, but they don't really exist as distinct game objects, so they let us achieve the same visual results with way less computing power.
And since there's gonna be no way for the player to interact with the pedestrians, they're just gonna walk in one direction until they disappear off screen, never to be seen again, they pretty much fit the criteria to be particles. But before we can completely dehumanize these pedestrians by not even giving them a position variable of their own, we need to draw them and give them some of that animation juice.
Look at them go already. It's like they come from all facets of life, living their lives within a full day and night cycle. I randomized the colors and sizes on them just a little bit to add variation. They became absolute chads, going as fast as the other cars. So the plan here is to spawn them on this side of the screen and then wait for them to get to the other side of the screen and then despawn them. So what we need to do here is to keep the people spawner at a set distance ahead of the player. But the problem is that the player changes his Y position, so we can't really attach the spawner to the player, but rather we have to update its X position through code. Now that we kind of have a working system for this, we can start adding some people variations. Problem is that for every different type of person we want in the game, we'll need 2 different particle nodes. I can't really flip the texture for people walking in different directions because of how little control I have with particles, so this way of doing it is not very scalable. Thankfully, Cyberpunk didn't set that high of a bar, so now I also have the most believable city in any open world game to date.